Good evening, beloved to Christ. Christ is risen. Probably all of you are wondering, when will we be able to worship publicly at St. Michael's again? Well, I've got some information about that. We received some directives from our Metropolitan just a few days ago and some instructions from our governor today. The parish council has a regularly scheduled meeting for this coming Tuesday, and we're going to be discussing at length what a reopening at St. Michael's should look like. We're going to be drafting then a plan and forwarding that to Bishop Anthony for his approval. Once he gives us the thumbs up, we're going to let everyone know far and wide what that would look like. This is going to be a few weeks from now, per the governor's advice. We're going to wait until after May 20th, which is a Thursday. And so for us, that closest Sunday will be May 24th. Now, no disrespect to our governor, but the reason, of course, we are following this timeline is because our hierarchs have directed us, in keeping with Holy Scripture, to obey and follow the leadership of our civil authorities in this matter. If our Metropolitan asked us to do something different, we would be doing something different. But this is what he's asked us to do. So we're looking a few weeks from now, and so we have time to flesh out these details and implement them in an effective way. So what will that implementation look like? Well, the reopening will be gradual, and so we will not immediately return to our daily cycle of services. That, of course, is a goal, and we're going to be working towards that. But certainly, we will be allowing a portion of our parish at each Sunday service. The governor's guidelines have stated 33% of the total occupancy allowable on a given Sunday. Our Metropolitan has issued guidelines even more conservatively than that, no more than 25%. Once again, and that's with the permission from our regional bishop here. There is a continued limit on the number of clergy and singers. So you'll only see one priest serving and just a couple of people singing the responses. Of course, we have this beautiful choir tradition at St. Michael, but for the time being, we will be limiting it to just a few voices. Many of you have asked me about confession and when that can resume and what that would look like. We just got the green light to resume that. I can probably start hearing confessions prior to the 24th here, but I do want to wait, once again, just a few more days to discuss this with the council in a way that we feel is balanced and safe. We might be able to utilize online scheduling services. There might be drive-through options. We're going to talk things through about what that could look like in a safe way. But we'll be, once again, issuing more details about that. We have a blessing from His Eminence to do additional services throughout the week, particularly additional liturgies. And so some new weeknight liturgies might help solve some of the Eucharistic hunger. It might help feed some of you if you're not allowed to attend on a certain Sunday, or if you just really miss church. We also do have a blessing to do communion by appointment as well for similar circumstances. Once again, we're going to be meeting as a council and discussing kind of how we think these things should best be implemented. Of course, all of the safety measures that we've been doing, we will continue to keep people safe. For everyone who's sick or really concerned about staying healthy, if you have extenuating health conditions, if you're immunocompromised, of course, please continue to stay home. God, in His mercy, I truly don't believe will hold that against you. On the contrary, I think it's admirable to take good care of the temple which is your body, and to try to stay healthy. That way you can worship Him all the more. We'll be, of course, encouraging you all to use personal protective equipment, in particular masks. We're going to be following a very strict disinfecting protocol after each of the worship services. And so all of these measures are going to necessitate that we take our time and we take a great deal of care in this reopening process. Once again, after we meet and after the council makes a proposal, which is subsequently approved by Bishop Anthony, then we will disseminate this plan with as much detail and thoroughness as possible across every medium available to us. So you can expect an electronic call with a pre-recorded message, a parish-wide email, and postings to the church Facebook page. I might even send out some text messages to those of you who are in my phone. So we want you all to know and to be on board with this. I do ask that you please be patient with us, be patient with me and with the leadership of the parish. Be patient with our bishops. None of us knows how to serve you in a pandemic. We've never done it before, and we've been doing the very best that we can. My heart breaks for those of you who have lost your jobs, who have seen significant reductions in your livelihood, those of you who have been separated from your support system, from your friends and your family. And of course, that you've been separated from your parish in some way. Please pray for me, pray for our bishops, pray for one another. Send an affirming or a kind little note. Reach out with love and kindness when possible. And in time, maybe even in a few months, who knows, we'll be able to resume worship that is fuller and more beautiful. And hopefully absence makes the heart grow fonder. In the meantime, please know that you're in my prayers. Know that God cares for you. I care for you. Until we see each other again, Christ is risen.